Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about dropping some mess and finding your joy. If it doesn't serve you, let it go, let it go, let it go. I would sing, but not. Okay, let's let everybody get their notifications. Then we're going to get in. We're going to start early today because I will be packing and getting ready to leave tomorrow. I think I'm leaving tomorrow. I still haven't decided. We got to rent a car, got all the things. Hi, Mariah. I felt like I needed to make an amendment to my order, and then when I thought about it, I got a notification in the email that my order was complete. So I was just like, I'll do it later. I'll get it when I come back. But all right, let's hold on. Let's hold on. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, let's put our do not disturb on. There we go. Until this evening. No, I want it to be on indefinite. Well, all right. There we go. So happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody coming along? It's Wednesday. I tell you, when I tell you, I cannot believe November is gone. Like, it's gone. It's gone. It's no more. We can't go back. We can't do nothing. It's gone. We got to continue to move forward. And I was talking to William, and I was just like, can you believe it's December? Like, we're talking about days off for January. I'm just like, oh my Lord. It's like, I feel like when you get older, time just flies by. You know, when you were younger and you were bored and you didn't have anything to do, it's just like, ugh, just took forever. Hi, Bernadette. Hey, that's a good thing. It's so busy. I am super duper happy to hear that, Mariah. And I hope after today, I'll add to it. Hope you get some more orders after I get through slapping some paint on some paper with some stencils and all the things. I am really loving this color combo. When I get through showing y'all my desk today and everything that I've been doing last night and today. So yesterday, I had to pop up real quick, and yesterday was real busy. Doc's appointment. We're happy to report A1C is continuing to go down. We're doing good. We're doing good. My blood pressure is way back down where it's supposed to be, so my body is resetting. Now, him and Doc had a conversation, and I told her, I believe, this is me without the PhD. I said, I believe that I'm happy. I believe that I've accepted the fact that tragedy happened in my life and I had to accept it and I had to be able to walk forward, right? So therefore, I find joy in getting up every day. I don't have dreariness. Like the grieving, I've embraced it, right? I'm the grieving artist. But does that have to mean a bad thing? No, I get to show a different spin on it. And so when I was talking to the doctor, and I was just like, yeah, and I was telling her things, and because she was asking me like, what do you do differently? I accepted the where I am in life. I release things that don't serve me. Hey Eddie, hey Lydia, hey Mo. Oh my goodness, everybody chime on in. Come on, come on, come on in the room. I feel like I want to sing. See, that's not my thing. That's Crystal's thing. We lead the singing for her. We don't sing. I mean I can, don't get me wrong, but it's not the time or the place. Is not and ain't. Okay, where is that? Where am I going over here? Um I pulled up my notes and I did a little, because I had to really answer that question for myself. I answered it for the doc, but I really, really want to go in and ask myself, how am I living authentically? Like, I'm living in my truth now. I'm not explaining things anymore. I say no when I want to say no, when it doesn't give me joy, when it doesn't serve me, or whatever, however that thing goes. And it's working out. So I continue to want to encourage everybody to do what serves you, what makes you happy. Hey, Julie Parker. How are you? Okay, let's get on back here because I'm a little early, but I got excited because I'm not gonna be in my studio until I won't be back until Tuesday. So Monday's live will be on the go. It'll possibly be. It definitely won't be creating unless I pack up some stuff. Who knows? And show you how I do my live. I mean, how I create on the go. I don't know. Don't know. So Monday will be, up in the air a little bit. But it doesn't matter. We're still moving forward because we're resetting for 2026. We're still clearing out the clutter of our minds or whatever, our space, whatever it is. Because what I have learned in the last 6 months is I have definitely claimed my joy. I have rewritten the book. Like there's some chapters I can't redo. Like we can rewrite them, but in life we can't change them. Life has happened. I am a grieving mother. I have to accept that. I can't undo it. I don't care how much paint I slap on paper, right? So now that I'm not trying to change it, I really talking to the doc realize I've accepted it. I've accepted both of them because even with grieving through my son, I realized that there's some things with my daughter I had not grieved. I was still a little bit angry because if you know, you know, those that know, my daughter committed suicide. So it was a hard pill for me as a mother to swallow. I can say that now without worrying about who's gonna say what? I don't care anymore. It's life. It's what happened. It was her choice. There's nothing I can do about it, right? So saying that makes today so good that my yesterdays that I couldn't say it and I couldn't hold onto it, I get to be happy moving forward, accepting what life really is, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, right? So I did a little bit of a recap because I wanted to know, like, where was I? Right? I did kind of like a year in review. And what made me do that was YouTube. YouTube sent me a year in review of like what I've done on YouTube and all the things. And it broke it down and told me I engaged more in content creating. And I was just like, whoa, I did? I did all the things. But how many of y'all know? Put in the chat if y'all know this. You don't give yourself credit. You don't give yourself enough credit, right? You don't give yourself enough credit for the things that you do. Am I by myself? I might be by myself. Y'all walk with me. Don't get weary. Don't get weary because we're going to walk a little bit. We're going to do a little recap. We're going to give out some journaling prompts for those that like to journal. We're going to, like, even when in painting, in your watercolor and or your gel printing or your acrylic, whatever your thing is, right? You can still throw some journal prompts up in there. But a year in review. It was interesting. It was very good, but I wasn't even giving myself not e- I was giving myself a little bit of credit, but YouTube just really gave me a lot of credit. And then I was like, I pulled back out my journaling, my notes and things, and I was just like, wait, look, just look at what you've done. Look at this, look at that. And business is more this year than it was last year. So I did more talking about that I have a business. Like I didn't do that before because it just wasn't the thing. I don't know. I can't even begin to tell you why. I don't know. Right. But I realized my why. And my why was to touch people and let them know that even though you're grieving, even though you've been through some things, you too can still show up with a lot of joy, right? And that makes me happy. You got yours too, and some of mine was funny. Like some of the things. Here's the thing, Mariah, that got me where I started off in YouTube. That's not where I'm ending in YouTube. So that was why I'm saying you decide what feeds your soul. You decide what is it that it's like, hey, is this bringing me joy, or is this giving me something, or is this helping me stretch? Is this helping me heal? Or do I just need to let this go? Maybe I need to not visit that. Maybe it's not teaching me anything. I don't know. And I looked at the pivot that I made round about, according to looking at the dates, it was somewhere between June and July. what did I do? Oh, I went on a cruise. I came back into World Watercolor. Oh yeah, World Watercolor Month. Like I pivoted hard. I pivoted real hard for World Watercolor Month. I was on 30 days or however many days were in July. I think, yeah, July. But it was fun. It was fun. I discovered a lot about myself in the middle of some mess. And going forward, I just decided that it's all about what Karen wants to do. And I didn't care if I offended people that I normally would show up and say yes to. I had to start saying no. That was the one thing in my review of all my notes that I realized that it was like, I keep a it's a journal. We call it diary, whatever. But I keep notes and I put on the calendar how many times I pretty much had to say no. And not so much that I had to say no, but that I said no in places where I normally would say yes. And how many times I got guilty about it. And then I noticed as the year went on, the guilt, I wasn't notating guilt anymore. I was saying no and moving on. So I encourage you, like I do. So welcome back to the studio, right? We've been doing some things, and this color combo has really, 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 really set my heart on fire. Why? Let me tell you, y'all. If you know, you know. How many people think they know why this color combo is my jam? Why it just I had to get that one color. I had to get it together, but we got it. We got it. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? And Rhonda done created a whole monster over here with these daggum stencils and stamps. I'm just trying to say the things that bring you joy. That's what you have to do. Were they colors in your wedding? Yeah, one of them was. Yeah, I can say yes. Anybody else know? Yellow is your joy color. Yeah, but we're not using yellow. Wasn't in the color combo. Oh, Julie Parker, I'm talking about the color combo for PMR the Studio. Oh, let me pull them up. Let me see if I can pull them up. Because I had to go and find them. All right, I think, there they go. There they go. You can always count on Becky to put it. Well, oh, that's not a post. I want a post. That's going, if I click on that. But this is it. This is it. This is it. So it is, what is that? Pansy, aqua, which is called another color, I think, and lavender oil. So those three colors right there. Now, these two, the pansy and the lavender oil, I kind of keep mixing up. Like I got it, it's hit or miss. It's in there. So like this one, you can see it. This was an old print that I had, an old sheet, and that's why yellow is in it. So I get Julie Parker why you said yellow, because this one makes me extra happy because it does have yellow. But the basis of it was yellow. And then I put the color combo for this month on top of it. And oh my God, it is. And then we did some, remember, I don't know if y'all remember when I did some embossing. We embossed on this, and that is just yummy. So this one worked out because these are the colors. So I think I did pretty good. Like I did pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it very much so. Very much so. So this one we put on the thing. We put on the thing. Not put on the thing. It's on the gel plate. And I turned it over so you can see. Because it's Christmas. Why not open these Christmas presents ahead of time? Right? So let's pull this. Because I put it on this morning. And I put it on cardstock because I'm going to cut it up and possibly use it for something else. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, look at this. So this one has stamps. Actually, it's a background. It's the background. The color is the pansy. Is it the pansy color? And then I stamped all over it with the little bit stamp. I call them little bits. Can't remember if that's what they call them. Then I think this was Rhonda's stamp. Everybody's in the bath right now. Yep, that's Rhonda's. These. And then that's Darcy. I can't remember who the butterfly was. The butterfly that's old. See it. I'm Crystal is still in my head because every time I hear certain things that make me click, I just start wanting to sing a song too because that's what we do. But before we talk about what's ahead, I want to take a moment so we can look back because this year, like I said, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Oh, Brad did the butterfly. Well, Brad. Oh, look, Brad, my kind. Brad is my kind of guy. I love that butterfly. That butterfly. Did he do the bee too? The butterfly, the bee. So there. But the other ones, the butterfly, the flowers, and then my hexagon is, and this one is. They're taking a bath because I'm gonna pull them out in a minute because if you get the stamps from over it, anything I'm going to show today, you can go over to PM Artist Studio and grab it. I put the link in the description box below. I did all the things in my description box today. I tried to. I'm trying to remember. But is this not fun? So remember I told you that the colors, my purples are missing. Purple is my favorite color. So purple is my color. But I feel like looking on the thing, this looks blue purple because I was trying to get both of the purples and it kind of got together. But either way, I got 2 out of 3. So 2 out of 3 wasn't bad. And when you get these stamps, so you can make sure they stay crisp, I got me a bath. They're in the bath. Here's their bath. And the stencils I'm going to use today, they're going to get popped in the bath too. Because, let me tell you what, I use my stencils. I use them a lot in the run of just one sitting. And then like the other day, yesterday, I was using Darcy's floor. It's something floor, forest floor. And I know I don't have any of the sheets right here with me. Or do I? Oh, yes, we do. Maybe. But they get they get a lot of paint on them, and so I'm not one of those that got multiple of the same. So they got a lot of paint on. Look at that. We rolled out. See, after Mariah on Monday did her thing with the inks, I kind of went back over some things. I just pulled out. I had to put the inks back up. They couldn't stay on my desk because I would not have stopped. But some of the things that had a lot of spots, I kind of went over them. And this one I like because it looks like a clear path through there. So I didn't do that one. That one. Oh, and then I cut the edges off. So these are all ready to go into my journal. I did this one. Kind of put some more stuff in there. Where's the one I did do? We saw these on the lot. Yeah, this one. This is the one I did the inks with the Tim Holtz. So I used Tim Holtz and Dina Wakley because I have Dina Wakley gloss sprays. So where it was more vibrant was Dina Wakley's gloss spray. Tim Holtz kind of didn't do right with me right there, but we didn't worry about it. It still turned out, pretty beautiful because this one was a flop off and it was white. So that worked out. But let's see what else is under here. Oh, this one. Oh, this one. I pulled this one. Y'all remember I put this one on, this golden purple. This one turned out good. We got some, I'll cut the edges off, possibly, maybe. Not worrying about it. But I had some good pulls there, and I emptied off the plate. Yeah, that was all those. We saw those Monday. So these are ready. All of these are ready to go into my art journal. So that's what I do. I cut them up, shave the edges around them, and put them in my art journal. The one that I did with this, I don't know what, oh wait, maybe this is it. I'm kind of squirrely right now. Yep, there they go. There they go. Thank you very much for popping out. There we go. So what I was saying about all of that was I gave my stencils a bath because they were getting pop dots had got clogged up. I was using it. This is just how much I was using it. Hey Darcy. So let's see, Julie Parker. I have a journal I made that I'm calling Bees, Birds, and Butterflies, which has not finished being decorated. 3 of my favorite things: bees, birds, and butterflies. I like bees, birds, and butterflies. Isn't that cool? And I got a new kind of. I went to Michael's to get some airbrush medium, and they did not have. They were out of the airbrush medium, so I had to order some. But I got this stuff, slow dry medium, and it worked. It's doing its thing on the paint. So um, so this right here was on. It wasn't on sale. Well, it kind of. I don't know. It was a different price online, right? And so when I went up to the counter, it rung up. When I scanned it, it rung up at $15. That's not what it was online, right? And so then I got my 15% off of that, and then I had I think it was a 30% coupon. So this had to come home. It just had to. Now, whose fault it was at the Michaels? I don't know, but it's a what's that lady name? Not Dina Wakely, but that other D lady on Ranger Team. You see the book the way it is. D. Reevely. I can't think of it, but anyway. Hi, Michelle. How are you? So, see, we was just trying out the pages. I wanted to see what the pages was going to be like, how much paint I threw over it, braid over it. Pull this off the plate, just slapped it in there. Yeah, is that it, Diane Reevely? It doesn't, I think that's her. I don't think that's her. Where's the sheet? It doesn't sound like, it might be. Might be. Where's the sheet I pulled off? I got too much junk in my trash. Oh, goodness gracious. Maybe I put it somewhere else. Whoop, whoop. It was right here. Oh, well. I don't know. I think that's it. Tell Crystal you said hello. I surely shall. Hi, Zell. She might pop in because I think she's off today. She might pop in. Might pop in the chat. Bernadette can text her. I think it might be Diane Reevely. Is that the other one that be with Dina Wakely? It just seems like her name is D-Y. Like, are they both Dinas and spelled differently? Y'all know I can't let that go, right? Can't let that go. But I know the when I looked up at the price, and I was just like, oh yeah, she coming home with me. Where's the designers? Do 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 do. It's Delusions. That's it. Delusions. Uh, Delusions. That's what I think that was the name of it. So we just was stamping on it, but either way, I like the paper of it. It's my first book in this year that I've bought that I haven't made. And like I said, it was just, price was good and I just wanted it. Yeah, that's it. Dyan. That's why her name is Diane Reevely. Yeah. So it's Diane Reevely. You're right, Julie Parker. It's just that it's spelled D-Y. And I was just like, I know it. But yeah, so that is her. Let's see how much Ranger got it for. Delusions, though, is what I was thinking about. I don't really have time. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, no, we don't need. Yeah, that's another thing we don't need to do. Cancel. Move forward. Yeah, her. So it's Delusions. Yeah, it's Dyan. That's why the Diane, y'all spelled it that way, kind of threw me off. Michael's website has it for $17.99. Right? Okay, that's good to know. Mine in the store, it rung up at $15. So it rung up at, well, this one, what size is that one on Michael's website? Because this one is a 8x10, I want to say. It looked like it might be a 9x12. Yep, 9x12. It's a 9x12. So I don't know if they have them. I just was in there. I went in there for one thing, but I left out of there with 1, 2, 3 things because I got some more paints. Mo, I got something for you. We back. We got some because they had buy one get one free. Yeah, it's cheaper. Yes, 9 by 12 with 64 pages. Yep, that's it. Oh wow, that's cool. That makes me want to get another one because those things right there, they're good for gel printing to like put your gel prints on. So this is what I'm going to take this book with me. So let me show y'all what I do. I'm going to take this book with me and I'm going to like say, like, oh, this is a good one. I stamped off over here. I was stamping off. See all the different colors over there. But I would take this and kind of not put it on just like that. You could, but I would take it and probably rip it across there and then put something up there. It would get collaged on the page. Something like, but I don't want to do this one because this will have to show up because I want them to show up. But this one is a good example though, right here. That's a gel pull right there. And I just brayered over it to clean my brayer on this page because I want to see how much it could take. I just cut up a herbal tea bag box because it's so pretty with the daisies. Oh, yes. It's part of 40% or 50% or mix and match. Look, Eddie, you know more than I did because first of all, I wasn't shopping. Y'all remember, we wasn't doing Friday and Monday until it was Tuesday, but I needed to have that medium. And then I still ordered the airbrush medium because I want to see how the airbrush medium works. Oh, and then the other thing that we're going to do with this one, hold on, I just saw some flowers. Y'all remember these flowers? I got these flowers. Now this right here, remember we did this one with Rhonda. And I would probably like cut these flowers out and I can put these on the page. So like cut this out, cut this out, cut that out, and then just kind of put them on the page and build up. Kind of like Mariah's book. So these, we don't want to put these over here. We're going to put that back over there because I'm keeping them separate. But that's kind of what I do with some things. Oh, we got a box ready to ship out. So I'm trying to get some things in order so when I leave, everything will be done and I get to come back to the studio with, not having to worry about things that are not done. So that's that. Okay, let's get back to it. I want you to think, right? Think back. I want you to think back. Hey, Amy K. What's up, girl? I want y'all to think back. Think back this year. 2025 seems like it went by like that. Like it was boop. It was January, and here we are in December. For me, I learned a lot. When I say I learned a lot, I learned a lot. I learned how to overcome adversity, which I thought I was good at, but I had to do some more work from last year and this year, because it was, the ending of trials. It was ending of some seasons in my life with, everything with my son's death. So I had to grieve some processes that I wasn't going to have to deal with anymore, right? I was going to have to adjust to some new normals on my journey, and I did. So across the span of this year, from January to, let's say, November, because we did reset in November, I overcame some adversity. I let go of what no longer served me. I reset some things either in my life, in my mind, or in my physical studio home on the ranch, right? I handled some negative family energy, all right, which made Thanksgiving amazing. I just can't, I feel like I dreamed it. I chose peace over performance. Like those that show up, they show up for themselves first. And that's either here on the YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever my presence is. And people joined me on my journey. They joined because of something that maybe I said that touched their heart, that made them want to join. So we chose peace. I really, really dug deep into healing through my art without worrying about the financial aspects of it, because A lot of people were saying I was giving away things that I should be charging for, and I just didn't see it that way. I was trying to heal through my art. And if it happened to bless some people along the way, then that was more of what I needed, right? So living authentically, being able to say that, because before I wouldn't say that because it was just like, oh, I wasn't trying to say why I didn't do whatever. It doesn't matter. I started doing my YouTube full time in 23. It was a journey that I needed to take for me. Although God was beating me across the head and telling me to show up, and I was saying no. But He was saying show up, and I was saying no. So then I stopped saying no and I started showing up, and look where we are now. Look where we are now. All I can do is say I'm living my life on purpose now, and I'm living it authentically for me. I have created in my journey, my grief, my joy, and my heart healing, they've all culminated to where we're going to just walk that out here in December, where we're going to just, recap on maybe some videos that did better than others, some lives rather, that did better than others. Because we've been here for the whole month, the whole year of 2025 on Monday and Wednesday. July, I was here for 30 days for World Watercolor Month. Then October, I was here every day celebrating my son in life, not in death. And then in December, once I get back, I'm going to again celebrate up to the birth of both of my children who are no longer with me, because both of their birthdays was December the 17th. That's the kind of stuff you do. You live on purpose, right? And then you identify with, like now I just realized I walked into the grief artist. That's who I am. There's no need to try to change who you are, right? If you're happy with you, kick rocks with whoever else isn't and tell them I said so. Because I think when you live authentically you, I mean, that's just the way it is. I can only speak for me. So if y'all feel like, if you feel me, put in the chat, like put a thumbs up, put a I feel you girl or something. Let me know I'm not in this by myself. Walk with me now. Don't get weary. Hey Christy Hartman. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, anybody else came in? Nope. Don't think so. Think I got everybody. So when you look at it, the grief artist, you're like, who is that? It's like, well, that's Karen. Y'all know she does. She talks about the grief. She talks about grief, but she don't talk about grief in the way that you think. She talks about how to survive after life has kicked the crap out of you, right? We got some things in here. I don't want to go through all these. Oh, pop dots. I wanted to show you something, and it's just not plopping out. Ooh, that one's pretty. Ooh, that one's really pretty. Oh, there we go. I did this one. We got to do these. These are going to get done. But I was just in the studio this morning, just having fun. Yesterday, having fun. Ooh, that's pretty. We already did that. But I feel like I put some stuff up, or I moved some stuff. I guess I did. The only way you can be is you. You know how many people don't walk that out though? And I don't like lip service. That's the one thing I can say. I stopped giving up lip service and I start giving up just living. Used to tell my kids, they'd be like, well, I'm going to do better. I'm going to this. I was like, hey, I'm from Missouri. To show me state. We ain't going to talk about it. Show me. You know what? Because here's the thing. If somebody says that needs some backgrounds that I did, that's the one. Oh, they're on the floor drying, y'all. Good God Almighty. If they'd have been a snake, they'd have jumped up and bit me. They'd have just took my patootie out. Forgot all about where I put them. But it's all about the color combo. Y'all gonna see when they pop. Look at it. Look at it. Isn't that not? That's just fun. And y'all know I cut out some circles for my something I used. And I put the Maddie told me how to make the, what is that? Where is it? How to make it into a stencil by putting, embossing it. And today I used it up so much, some of that embossing stuff came up. But this was clocks. It was actual circle clocks. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, wait. So because it was on cardstock, it wasn't something that I thought I could slap paint on. But then Maddie's just like, no, you can use it. And then we walked through that process of how. So it's been hanging on, but I don't throw too much paint at it because it's paper. I wish it was on. Wish it was on some Yupo paper, Yupo paper, Yupo Yupo, tomato tomato. You get it. So these are the circles that I did on here because I was watching Carrie. Now all of this that I did right here is Carrie inspired, and actually it was a video that was like 3 years ago. YouTube suggested it, so that's where it is. So we did that one, and we did that one. So these are just so fun. They're so fun. I was outside gel printing this morning, the joy of spending winter down south. Ooh, that's how I'm going to be tomorrow. I'm going from 50, wait, I'm going from 30, what it is, it's 40 degrees now. I'm going to 80 degrees. I'll be in Pompano Beach, and ooh, I looked at the weather, and oh my goodness, I threw that bathing suit in there because we're going to be walking on the beach. But I'm not going to be hanging with no creators, like, so, you know, there we go with that. You know, I mean, they might, but they're not joyful. But we'll drink out. They can drink wine while I paint. I'll probably take my watercolors. I don't know. Chrissy, you are painting in the snow. Wait, not in the snow. Yeah, she in Arizona. Oh, y'all are. She's in Arizona. Oh, Arizona is nice. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. When you think about it, when you really, really think about choosing joy, like even in the middle of the mess, and that's what I did. I just decided um, after my friend invited me into her Zoom space, and I saw all the creatives, something woke up in me. Now, I was a creative before. I was sewing. I did all the colors. I had 7 kids, y'all. So I had all of the experience with the things. But I used to draw and do all the things when the kiddos were younger. And so, when you get kids and, become a mother and all things, sometimes that stuff kind of takes a back seat. And it went dormant. But after COVID happened and everybody was online, we was all pretty much all on the same level field. And my friend invited me to Zoom. That's where I met Barb and some other great people that have become great, great friends. We create. And so waking that up in me, that was the way God said, I'm going to answer your question. I asked, how can I get my joy back? And it's been slapping paint on paper ever since. That's how slapping paint on paper began. When people ask me on the Zoom, what you doing? I'm just over here slapping paint on paper. And here it is, a whole thing. It's a whole business. It's a whole thing. Slappingpaintonpaper.com for those that don't know. You can go over there and check out some things. My watercolors. I started with acrylic painting. I started gel printing, but not like this. Started gel printing just by pulling images out of magazines and then using them to really make like a beautiful girl. That gave me a little bit, but it didn't bring me joy. Now, what really brings me joy is taking something as grungy. Let's see which one is the grungiest. I think this one was kind of grungy. Bringing it back to light, because that's what I was. I had to be brought back to light, right? I had to overcome the adversity. I had to let go of what was no longer serving me. I had to reset my life, right? Karen, can I ask, is guilt one of the grief symptoms? When mom passed, I felt that so bad I didn't understand why. I can answer that, Julie Parker, and I'm going to say it, and I hope it doesn't. I hope you get it. Okay, I can only speak for me. I haven't lost my mom. I lost my dad, and when my dad died, there was no guilt, none whatsoever. We didn't have really a great relationship, but sometimes I miss him and sometimes I don't. But as a mother, and my children passing away as tragically as both of them did, I felt guilty. I felt guilty because I saw my daughter that morning before I went to work. I had a conversation. Like, I felt like there was something more I could have done. I felt like there was something more I should have done. But the guilt didn't come in. It kind of came in as a mother feeling like I should have done more. That's where that guilt came in. With my son, I felt like I should have told him, no, don't do the thing, and really stood firm on, no, don't do it. But instead, I said, whatever you feel like you need to do, because that's between you and God. I raised my children to do what is right and to stand up in the face of what's wrong, even at a cost, not realizing it was going to be at the cost of his life. We got some advocates in our family. We fight for things, and sometimes you don't even see us coming. We're fighting so hard. Um, I'm one of those. I've never fought. I'm not one of those that like fighting. I fight with my words. Um, so Julie, the guilt for that was, if after my son, I felt like if I would have said no, don't do it, I felt like he wouldn't have done it. But because he was grown and I left it up to him. And then the other, like, sometimes I think guilt comes along. It just feels, you feel like you wanted to do more, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to pull out the counselor hat. I want to stay here where I am. But there are some different ways that that question would have to be answered, and it would have to be answered a little differently. But right here, right now, in the art space, um, when you've done all you can do, there's no reason to feel guilty. They always say the one that shouts the loudest and screams the loudest at the funeral was the one that has the most guilt. They just wasn't there, and now they're feeling bad about it. There's nothing you can do once somebody has gone on. So, but when you've done all you can do, and that's all you could do, then your heart usually goes from feeling guilty to feeling a loss, like you're missing something. And that's what I'm talking about as a grieving artist. I realize that this is a part of who I am. And honesty and serving with my whole heart, there's nothing I can do about it. So I had to embrace the grief and emerge it into the fabulousness of who I am. And when I did that, that is when this year has started being more of a healing, and more consistent, right? That makes my heart feel better. And then I've met some fabulous doggone people on this journey that I wouldn't have met, y'all, if I hadn't lost something so beautiful and amazing to me. I just have to put it out there. I wouldn't be where I am on this journey if I hadn't lost my son. I was on a whole nother trajectory, and God felt like I needed to be placed back on the straight and narrow. Now, some people are like, so you still believe in God? You're still gonna? Yes, I mean, yes, I do. I do, because I know that God does not put more on me than I can bear, or that I need to bear, or that's just where it is. Karen, I can tell you are ready for the beach by the colorful prints on your desk. Oh Lord, Eddie, I ain't even think about pina colada. Look, I got 4 bottles of wine sitting on the table. Julie says, yes, that could be it. Mom always said she didn't know what she would do without me. So I must have been okay as a daughter, but I could have loved her more, is probably what triggered it. But Julie, how can you measure the more? How could you measure the more? Give me an answer. How could you measure more? I don't know, Eddie. That might work. Look at that. That might be kind of pina colada-ish. But look, see, we got stamps on there. We put stamps on there. This one is the one that's going to get done. This is Darcy's. Look at that yumminess right there. Look at that. Yeah, I don't think you can measure it. Like, I always tell me and Mr. McCoy always have a thing. It's like, I love you more. And he's like, I love you more. And I'll be like, I love you more. So it's like, as long as we're still loving each other, then we're all going to be going all in. And that's how that feels. There's a thought, as just as long as you don't forget and drink the paint water, right? I have definitely drank paint water before. And I've stuck my brush in my coffee. I feel what you're saying. Guilt doesn't have to be a negative thing if it's put in perspective. Yes, yes, there you go. There you go. That is it. See, Eddie, I'm trying not to I'm not gonna pull out the counselor hat. We got to keep this painty. Look at that one. Some more stuff can go back on here, because remember, this is on cardstock. So I can come back on here and do some more stuff, or, roll out on it or whatever. It's still yummy. But this one and this one, we're probably going to play a little bit, because this one got some things. Because y'all know what Darcy say. Ain't nobody got time to wait on stuff to dry, right? So that was where I was. It's just like, I was just slapping it on, pulling it off, slapping it on, pulling it off, slapping it on, pulling it off. And that's where, and this is where we ended up with prints, backgrounds, some things that got slapped with some more paint. Like this right here, you got the white on the back kind of in there because we just kind of gently rolled the brayer. It was just fun. But I'm telling y'all now, Carrie got me wanting that daggum 12 by 12. Because it's just fun. Because these right here, I mean, they're working for me. They're 8 by 12. It works. So if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Oh, that's the one I want. This one, this one, this one. Okay, put you over here. All right, let's go over here. I got all this stuff already organized, y'all, and I want to keep it that way. See how we took bramble branches and the leaves? This was Yolande. I think this was, no. Yes, Yolande's leaves are up in there. So we got to put that over there. Hey, Saul, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Do. Thankfully, the guilt is gone. I miss her so much. I think guilt also helps us grow too. I really do. I don't think guilt, in the sense that we're talking about it right here and right now, guilt is not a bad word, but sometimes guilt is a bad word. And sometimes. But the way we're referencing it now, in conjunction with our joy and finding our peace and getting through the things that have made our heart hurt, I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think between, when someone passes away, it just kind of makes you check yourself. And then when you check yourself, it kind of makes you love the next person better or more or, kind of differently. I don't know. For me, it did make me become more of a helicopter mom, and that wasn't good. So that's why the last 2 years I've been having to say no to my children and get over the guilt, because the guilt, this is what it would do. So if I say no and God forbid something happened, then I probably would have never forgiven myself. Be like, see, Karen, if you just did whatever, maybe this wouldn't happen. And I'm not necessarily talking about death. I'm just talking about anything. But I had to get over that because it had a hold on me. It had a like a grab, and it wasn't serving me from a place that was making me happy, right? So that's part of the overcoming that I had to let go. And it's not that it wasn't serving me, but it wasn't serving me. That's the reset. That was the resetting of my life. You know what I'm saying? So it made sense, but now I know it's not making sense to them because they don't like me saying no. But sometimes letting go is necessary. And why is it? Because letting go is not about pretending things didn't happen or pretending things didn't hurt you or pretending that maybe somebody did something to you that made your heart hurt or what have you. It's about telling the truth about what did happen and deciding what gets to stay in your life as we move forward, right? That's why we did Resetting November. And what that taught us was one thing: if you don't make room, nothing new can enter. So when you look around your studio, look around your house, look around your job office, your desk, look around your house, if it's not serving you, it might be time to bless somebody else with it. Why? So that you can make room for something new. We cannot carry 2025 into 2026. That's why we had Reset November, right? If I couldn't come into 2026 with the same emotional clutter. So for me, I had to do life differently. Okay, be right back. Izzy is home from school. Hello, Izzy. Eddie, yes. I say, Mom, love people externally. Okay, I've stuck my brush in my tea as well. Oh, yes. It's beautiful. She raised a wonderful person. Christy, been there. Karen, I think I've told you before, my dad passed. Yeah, and 4 days later, your kitty, yep, snuck out and you never saw. Yep, I remember you telling me that, Michelle. I do. And a lot of people, sometimes you get people, like I have 9 Rottweilers. We have 9 doggies here on the ranch. And when Lauren got sick and I thought we were going to have to make a decision, that was hard. And some family members didn't get it, you know. And I had to really hone in and grab and come back and be like, hey, that's you. That's not me. And it be okay, right? It's my thing. It's not their thing. All right. We're going to do a little, like, I want to finish with my show and tell, which is going to be a little bit. And then we're going to move forward with Darcy, because this one is one I've been having fun with the stamping on, doing like Rhonda's show. And these are probably going to change. I'm trying to stick to the color combo, but we might not, y'all, because I got some new colors. I got some new paints. And what else I did? What else did I do? Not that I needed no new paints. Let's be clear. So the newest paints in the studio are Aura. And believe me, I had to put them over to the left because I was using them because I love the smoothness of them. They remind me a lot of the liquid text, but the Lucas I had to get acquainted. We had to go to class with the Lucas. So these are my purples. This is metallic. We got the Oxazine purple, and then I got this one, Winsor Newton, which is violet. Violet Windsor is what this one is called. And because I was running out, I had to get me some more magenta, which I need to find the one I was using so I don't open this one. I played in my open paint. And what else did I do? I did something else. Oh, I got this cute little thing. It's going to be my paint caddy. Let's see if I can get it up here on the desk. Is this not cute? Look what it says, y'all. I'm going to probably paint it. It says North Pole. Oh, let's turn it over without turning it over. It says North Pole Milk and Cookie Company, baked fresh daily since 1896. So, it's a Christmas thing that I got out of Michael's. They had their Christmas stuff, like, I think 60% paint. But I put all of my paints that I haven't used yet, opened up. But some of these have. But these are all my Lucas. And then I just pop these in there. And some little letters. They don't go in there. So that's the things that I was going to do. And so it got these little things. I thought it was so cute. So I'll probably try to get me another one. But they only had the one. So I was thinking maybe I could get 3 of them and glue them together. And that kind of be my little paint holder. We thinking about things over here. We thinking about things. But yeah, that was, I want to say like $7. And it's very heavy. I can't get over this. I love this. I really do love this. This just makes my heart so, so, so happy. And when you're talking about what brings you joy, that's when I want you to hone in on what really makes you happy, right? A little caveat. Everybody's not going to be happy with what makes you happy, okay? Everybody is not going to be happy with what makes you happy. I told Mr. McCoy yesterday. Yesterday was so busy. We started at 8 o'clock, well, really 7 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't really stop until 8 o'clock last night. I had to do the live yesterday on the go. So when it was time to do hashtag gift card, whatever the number, I was driving. Mr. McCoy had to do it. I couldn't participate in the chat. And I was like, you should drive. And then I was like, no, he was tired, and I wasn't. But we had to take the car because for those that don't know, a deer ran into the Escalade Thanksgiving night. So, and because I was going out of town, we needed to do what we needed to do with the car, or else I was going to be driving the truck, and I didn't want to be driving the truck. Just didn't think it was very, very cute. It would have been okay, but didn't want to. But after the people could get the Escalade in to get it fixed, we just needed to get we needed to do 2 things. We needed to get to the rental car place because, with our insurance, it gives me a rental car for the duration of whatever time they're going to have the car. And then he had dropped me off at Enterprise. Then he had to leave from Enterprise, Alabama, to go back to Ozark, Alabama. And we were coming from Clayton, Alabama. And the whole thing is like it's like an hour and 10 minutes. And everything closed at 5. So it was a lot yesterday. But the good thing is, y'all, when we were done, we went to Applebee's and really just sat there and just like, whew, we did it. Right? You're square, I'm square. And that's what you have to do, right? You have to just kind of give yourself a girl or that a boy, like, okay. And then let go of not the thing, even when you don't succeed at some of the things, just let go of, I didn't do it or whatever. Just give yourself credit for what you did do. I have that metallic purple on order. Can't wait. Ooh, Eddie, you gonna love that metallic purple. Oh, I got all of the colors in the metallic. Listen, y'all. Listen. Y'all listening? I have them all double time because when they went on sale, I got them again. I'm just saying, y'all gonna love them. We're gonna slap some down. I think this one, wait, one of these are metallic. That's not it. One of them was, but oh, this one. And here's the thing, it goes with the color combo this month. So why not? Why not? God, why not? Okay, so I feel like I missed something. Okay, Eddie, let me know how you like the purple. It's a beautiful hue. It is amazing. Oh, people love to try and spoil your joy. They will. They will. They will. But in 2025, I have given y'all some sound tips as to how to handle it. You don't lose people. You don't lose habits. Sometimes we need to change how we look at things. Remember, it's perspective. Release what's already done growing. Some things are done growing. When you decide who's serving you and who's feeding your soul, those are the people you want in your circle. If people are taking from you like a leech, it's time to burn them off and let them go. You ain't got to make no big announcement like you are no longer serving me. I am not doing you no more. You just quietly don't show up no more. They'll get the hint. You'll get that phone call and be like, girl, why you don't call me no more? Or dude, why we don't hang out no more? You ain't got to give no explanation. You do not, right? You do not. Peace costs something. And most of the time, the price is not caring what others think. The truth sets you free. I'm trying to tell you. But the truth also rearranges the room emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. Okay? So when you look at the fact that I said I overcame adversity in 2025, life didn't just test me. It revealed who I really was or who I really am. Like I've learned that I'm stronger in moments where I thought I was weak. I've learned that I am wiser than the pain that I've been through. I've also learned that I didn't break. I didn't even bend. Like I maybe put my head down sometimes. But even when I did that, it was a sign of growth. And I want you to think about it. Like you learned in 2025, all of y'all that have been growing through this with me, like we've been on here, and some of y'all have been here at the beginning. And even those that have just joined me, I know you can feel that you've learned, that you're stronger in some moments, that you're wiser, and that you are not going to break. I've given you some strength that maybe you didn't even think you had just by hanging out with me and saying, oh, if Karen can do it, I can do it. Right? We had to handle the family drama. I told you how to handle family during the holidays. You got that 2 minute walk off, like, hey, I got to go to the restroom. I'll be back. Right? Or whatever. You don't have to stay there and take the abuse. You don't. I love the aura paints. P was right. P was right. And listen, I want all of them, but I'm trying to just settle with what I got. I'm trying to settle with what I got. Where they in they cute little thing over there, but it can't be pulled up. Wait a minute, there's some more. It's some missing. Okay, here's there it is. Now this one is my fave. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite. Karen got me to gel print. Listen, I just inspired you. It looks so much fun. Like, I'd rather gel print than hang out with family. I'd rather be in my studio than hang out with family. But those family members that get me, they can come and hang out with me. There's some family members, they don't get it. They still don't get it. Like, this brings me joy. It's like I was able to put on a Thanksgiving feast for you because of the business that I now have because of painting. Who is calling my phone? I can't do this right now. Come on. I feel like I needed to have got that one, but I can't. Hold on, let me send a message because I don't want them to think I was ignoring them either. There we go. Boom. Okay. All right, let's put that back over there. But I've learned some things, y'all. I learned some things. I've learned some things. I'm learning, and I'm learning. And I'm happy. I'm very much so happy. But the thing about it most is I have tools to keep my peace. Right? Now let's let this the one I wanted because I wanted to kind of do a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, and then I got this here nice little thing right here that's mixed up in here. Oh, this is gonna be yummy. I'm gonna slap some of that down. I have so many gel prints, it's ridiculous. Oh, we don't even want to talk about it. I've went through a ream of paper 2 times, which is why I need to really pause and take the time to put them where they go. Oh, and look what I got, Mariah. Look what I got. Oh, we got it. I got it. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a little heavy too, compared to what I'm used to using. It's a little heavy, but I could have a conversation about it, but I won't. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Christy Hartman, I love those. I love those color hearts. Okay, I don't want to use my new one yet. I need to go on and do it, but I don't want to do it yet. So as Carrie says, y'all, anybody done listen to Carrie? Like this is one I put all the greens on there and all the things, and so we're gonna kind of just kiss it, just kiss it. I love when he do that. It just be so cute. Just kiss it. Put that somewhere. Now we're gonna do that, move that out of the way, and then we're gonna do a long kiss with this one. We're gonna roll this one out, right? And these are the ones that's on my rice paper. These are on my rice paper. Hey, Linda Veal. How are you? I thought about you this morning. I was looking at something. I got a video that's going to come up in members. I already got it. I just need to put it up. I'll be doing so much. I've been doing so much. Okay, see how that's coming through there? I like that. And then over here, we're going to do this with our stamp. Going to pull that stamp and kind of put that in there. Why? Because we can. Oh, and that's another thing I like when Darcy be doing her videos. So I was hanging out with Darcy yesterday morning on my drive to the doctor, looking at her videos on the, what is it called? Ephemera December, I think it is. So she got me over here. I got stuff to make pockets. So I'm be making some pockets. Floating pockets. That's what they are. Floating pockets. Wait a minute. I don't see that. We got to put that somewhere. I got to see it. It's not enough paint. It's not coming out enough. There we go. I see. So we're strategic. I'm just strategic about it. Just see strategic. Their soft ones are my favorite. So, wait. Are we talking about that speedball brayer? Oh, there we go. See, we ain't have enough paint on there. We got to put some more paint. So, see, we got to choose the color. And if y'all hear the dogs, please excuse them. Hey, Paula K. I don't see nobody out there, but they are barking like somebody coming through the gate. The sun came out here. Zell, did I say hello? I see you. Did I say hello in there? I hope I did. I feel like I did. But if I didn't, hello. Okay, let's put that down there. And there's no right way or wrong way of how I'm doing this. I just kind of slap them down. More so because I don't want it to be organized, because that is one thing I can agree with Kerry when he says, you try to control your OCD. You just kind of just slap it down. Just slap it down. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Very much so beautiful, in the words of my granddaughter. Let's put one right there. And these are Darcy's stamps. All right, now we still got some on my brayer, so I gotta find a piece of paper to get this off. I don't want to kiss that one because that's the color combo, and that color ain't in it. That color isn't in it. That one either. Well, where's some paper? I need the brayer off on. Well, golly gee, Sergeant Carter. There we go. Let's do that one. There we go. And we're going to build up. Okay, Zell, I just want to make sure. I do not want to leave anybody out. Okay, now we got this on the plate. I could let it dry and then pull it up with something, but let's put another color around it and do the other side. So the gel plate can be your playground too. That's what I call it, the playground. Okay, let's roll this out. Roll out. Roll out. There we go. Okay, now we're going in with some bees. Karen, are you the one who was using yellow embossing powder? Yes, I was. Sure. Yes, that's this. Well, this sheet. We embossed this sheet. All right, let's pull this one back over. We're gonna put some bees, kind of right there with the purple. Oh, that's not enough. You gotta really move it and get it in there. Get it in the grooves. She out there in the middle of the yard. Why is she fussing? I don't know. Okay, y'all, hold on for a second. Boy, is she walking the dog? Okay, hold on, guys, hold on. Do 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 do. Okay, might be having to do something different. Do apologize for the whatever interruption or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to that's another thing when people don't know something well, let me put it this way. Before I moved here, I feel like what the people used to do before I moved here, I want them to take that same energy and do that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Mr. McCoy, I'm getting ready to text you. Okay. We'll put him on the case. And then that way he can do the investigating. And I'll leave it alone. And I won't stress over it. Because other than that, this is why I say, this is why I feel like right here, right now, as I'm talking about the things I'm talking about, I really, really feel like the tools to keep your peace is you got to limit access. That's number one. That's just number one. You got to limit access because what is someone's perspective? What is there? Let's see how I want to put this because I don't want to seem disingenuous, but nor do I want to give it a lot of space. But this is it. Oh my God! If I can't tell you how this just really came full circle for me, no is a full sentence dressed in peace for me. And because I say no doesn't mean that I don't love you any less. It doesn't mean that I don't want to show up for you. It doesn't mean that I don't have space for you. It just means in the moment and in the time, I don't have it. And I'm choosing to say no. Right? Now, perspective wise, some people they hear when you say what I just said, they hear, oh, you don't got time for me, you don't love me no more. And that's not what I said. Listen to the words that came out of my mouth. I was crystal clear about what I said. So sometimes you got to make people hear you. And sometimes you got to come back and be like, hey, did you not hear what I said? Did you not hear what I text? What have you? Just because you text something different, was that going to change my perspective? No. It just means maybe I'll move differently about it. But then when you reset and something like that, like right now, that's where the guilt comes in. And I don't know if God is really testing me right now or what. Kind of maybe was, but then I couldn't handle it. There's nothing I can do with it right now. So what? I gave it to Mr. McCoy. Say, can you do this? And then he'll text me back and say whatever I maybe need to do. If I'll tell y'all what it is later. But again, it is what it is. So let's talk about the tools that I was just talking about. You got to limit access, not love. It has nothing to do with love. It's limit access to you. It's not love. And then you got to respond with clarity, not explanation. No is a full sentence. No. That's it. And when they misunderstand it, remember, your objective is to have joy. Joy was not their assignment. It's mine. It's not no one else's assignment. It's your assignment to get your joy. It's not no one else's assignment to get you the joy. Even when you show up here on Mondays and Wednesdays, it's not my assignment for you to get the joy. It's my assignment to present things that bring me joy. And then if they bring you joy, then that works out great. It works out for the two of us, right? Because most of the time, family and friends, they don't need to approve of how you are choosing to heal on your journey. They don't need to be validated. They don't need to validate what you're choosing to do, right? And that's just that. But old Karen would do, when I got a text like the one I just got, I would jump in the car and I'd run to go and to check on other folks. But then nobody comes and run to check on Karen like that. So I've just decided to, instead of upping and jumping in the car and just like, oh y'all, I gotta go. Just like, hey, okay, well let's walk this out. There's so many answers so many things that it could be. But because the people or the person or whatever, I don't know. I'm not going to even begin to say I know. That's why I said I want to just leave it alone and just kind of, go with it where it needs to go. But that's where it's been in 2025, is resetting and rewriting my script, right? Hey Zippy, sachets in on a snap in a Z formation, hands raised. Preach, Sister Karen. Howdy, y'all. I literally can see that. It just brings me joy just to even think about that. All right, we got yumminess on the plate, but I'm gonna keep adding to the plate because we're gonna pop something on that plate. I'm not gonna say that a part of me isn't just like still wanting to worry about the things, but it's just ain't nothing I can do. And even still, if I jump in the car, it's still 30 minutes before I could get to whatever. So you would do better by doing something else, and then maybe. But We didn't wait for December to start talking about renewing our joy, rediscovering who we are, and reclaiming our joy or our life or whatever it is you have to do. We started in really, I want to say January. And then we just kind of decided how we're going to maneuver through 2025. So now that we're getting ready to leave, we left November resetting. We reset in November. And now that we're done with that, we're going into December. But I think we're going into December with our eyes wide open because the reset, we needed to be intentional. That's why we didn't need to start in December. We started in November. Really, we started in September, October, because I kind of laid the groundworks before. But ask yourself, ask yourself, because this is me. I ask myself this question every year, kind of really. But 6 years ago, it's been 6 years this year since my son's passing. So 5 years. So this year I re-asked the question: if I keep living exactly as I am today, so the question is being asked yesterday. So I asked myself this yesterday. If I keep living exactly as I am today, who will I be in 5 years? It's a 5 year thing. Every 5 years, I kind of do a long wait. Where are we? Do a rethink. You got short term goals, long term goals, and you got the big ones, the ones that you have no control over, like you know my villa in Italy. I have no control over. I've just put it out there in the atmosphere. This is what I want. Whenever the Lord decides to bless me with it, that's on him. I'm just not going to be trying to handle that, all the things. Over here, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm supposed to do, is show up in whatever arena I'm supposed to show up. Okay, my brayer got sticky stuff on it. So we're going to kind of go around and post this up in here. Is that not yummy? I'm going to kiss that a little bit. Just a little bit. Now that I'm using these stamps on my plate, y'all, I want more of them. Can you give me some more stamps? That's why I was telling Mariah, just like, oh my goodness, I feel like I needed to amend my order. All right. Ooh, we're gonna pop that on there, right there. Oh, look at that. So we got the plate all juicied up with our colors. Yes. Ooh. Let's just plop it there. Don't think about it. Just plop it down. And then just kind of go on the edge. Ooh, I needed something over there. So we could have got that. Plop that there. Just plop it down. Plop it down. Plop it down. All right. Now I'm going to, these, got to wait on my stencils to dry. I mean, my stamps to dry. And then we got to plop them down and dry them off. But no worries. Even if it has a little bit of water on it, it's not going to damage it. It just makes your paint a little loosey. Fun. Pop that right across there. Dig in and get a lot of paint on it. My paint drying. Thought it wasn't gonna dry because I put some open paint in there, but it's okay. We've been playing around with open paint. Hey, Allie K, did I say hey? I received my Christmas card yesterday. It was lovely. I am happy that they are being received and everybody can go on and do what they need to do. I will say this is the first time I've gotten Christmas cards out and shipped out. I got three more that need to be shipped out. And if you haven't received one and you gave me your email address, and I mean gave me your address, you're probably one of those three. Okay, we got that. I have fun, as y'all know, creating them because we did the slap and paint on paper literally on here. Okay, so we got the purple down here. We got the whatever that color is. I can't remember what the color is in the combo. It was pansy, um, pansy, Now that dog ran that way. Why is he running that way? It's just too much going on today, y'all. Oh, was he barking at somebody else? I can see if somebody come in the gate, so no problem there. Oh, you know what? That's what I need to ask. Ah, lavender oil. That's it. That's it. Which is an interesting color. Lavender oil, pansy, and what's the other one? It is a Pantone color. Yes, 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 it is. Okay, here we go. Where we got? There we go. The color combo. Aqua Frost. That's the one I can't never remember. Okay. All right. Well, y'all need to do what y'all need to do and then call me on the back end. Uh, yeah. All right. So we got what is the Aqua Frost. So let's see if we can pull it with the lavender oil because the lavender oil is a lighter color than these. And where is my? Let's do some. Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. There's my magenta. Where's a plate? That's why I say you had all day. And then they wait till I start doing, get a plot twist. We got a plot twist going on. They say those Pantone colors names do my head in at times. I had never heard of them. I will say that. I had never heard of them. Oh, that's magenta. See, got my mind all discombobulated. All right, let's pop out some white. Ain't gonna do nothing but make it. That's a lot. So what? The way I'm feeling right now, that's where we are. We got to have a lot of paint. It's getting ready to be a lot of paint. That's just gonna make pink. Where's my cheat sheet? I got white. What am I doing? See, I done lost my whole thought process of what the world I was doing. Because people keep texting my phone. Ugh. Like, what can I do? Nothing. Just chill out for a moment. Jesus. But that is nothing but God walking me out. What I just told y'all. The peace. No matter what's going on in your life, just keep the peace. Just keep hope. Because right now I'm having a hope that there isn't something going on. But I'm going to pull with the purple. I mean the pink. Oh, let's see if we can change this. It's better to have a reference color we can all look at though, Julie. Whenever we are live, that color is the same. Oh, is that what Pantone is? Like, I think Zippy was the one that said something to the first person that really said something to me that made me think about Pantone. Like, I'd never really paid attention to Pantone. Again, we've learned a lot in 2025. We've learned a lot about our personal space. We've learned a lot about our art world. We've learned a lot about our family. We learned a lot about our friendships. I will say I have learned a lot, and I hope you guys have learned a lot on the journey too. Now this isn't light enough, but we did get at least purple. So Pantone is colors. Yeah, Pantone. So I didn't understand what the difference in, like, what sets Pantones apart from anything else. So Michelle, I'm learning like you. It's just I just know it's colors. It's close, but it's not light enough. So I know if I keep adding white, it's going to get as light as it needs to be. It's the this one is the lavender oil. It's color matching. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But yeah, so what is something else that's out there though? Is there something else or is it just Pantone? Can you stop texting me, please? And I really want her to stop texting me. I just don't understand why she keep texting me. So I'm just gonna close my text. So it sounds like it's handled, but there's nothing that I can do about it. And that's the part that makes me, if I say it to them, it'll make them sound like I'm cold and callous, but it's not. It's just mean I can't do anything about it. So much so it makes me feel like, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about it too. Okay, white. We need more white. I want it light. Light, light, light. And this isn't titanium white. So is it? No, that is titanium white. Because I just realized I was doing two things that I said that we shouldn't do. But I also just showed you how easy it is to walk into something that you say you're not going to do. Okay, it's like CMYK color, like the ink we put in our printers. Oh, Mom, okay, I get you. Oh, okay. So in each color combo, when you take it, you add it and you get something different. Is that what we're saying? I remember going down that rabbit hole when Zippy sent me the link about it, but Lord knows it didn't stick. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. The color is even lighter than this though, but that's as close as I can get it right now without stressing, because I'm just not stressing. I'm just a little bit. I'm not even. I don't know. Part of me is angry right now because I already know what probably has caused this situation to be that we're talking about. And I'll probably tell you next week when it's no longer a situation that I'm really going to be stressing over or not stressing over, because I'm not stressing over it now. But it's like I say, when people just choose to do what they want to do and then they want to make it your problem, and it's not your problem. And then if you don't jump to the beat of the drum that they're beating to, then you're the problem. So we don't want to keep playing reruns. We don't want to keep people pleasing with no applause. We don't want to keep dimming our lights and walking into rooms that just we shouldn't be in, right? So I want you to write down in your journal or just think about it, like give yourself permission to rewrite the life that you have even dreamed about. We talked about that in 2025. And I hope if we didn't get all of what we wanted in 2025, we won't give up. I want us to still go into 2026 fighting for what we want. We want peace. We want the joy of the Lord to just really shine down on us. And He really wants us to not struggle through every part of our life. And when other people impose their thoughts and things on you, sometimes we get caught up in it. And we don't want to get caught up in things because it's not. If there's nothing that you can do, sometimes you just got to sit and wait. Because if you can't change it in the time that you're set to change or is set to do, then sometimes you just have to sit in the moment. Hey, Sarah. And that's just that. And don't feel guilty about it. And that's that. Okay, let's get us some paper. We gotta get some paper. Put this down. Put this down. And I want some cardstock because remember we're doing intentional pulls. We're doing backgrounds. I think this is one. There we go. That must be what people think when I say I'm tired. I don't feel bad telling them that anymore. Yeah, I mean, exactly, Michelle. And sometimes when you say it, you just have to say it, and you don't mean to be rude. The rudeness doesn't come from you; it comes from the receiver. Remember, perspective is everything. That way, companies can ensure their logos and packages will print the same no matter who prints it. Oh, is that what? Oh, okay, that's what we're talking about. Pantone is okay. Gotcha. Pantone is a standard color system, right? Yeah, which is still interesting. So now I'll go back down the rabbit hole of Pantone. So are we saying when you go into Lowe's and get some paint and you tell me you want Pantone colors, then, or is that what we're talking about? Like, or is that different? I really don't. I mean, it's interesting. So as I told you guys earlier, I really do appreciate where we've grown, how much we've grown in 2025 here on the channel. It really, it brings my heart a lot of joy, a lot of joy, right? Because we are living on purpose and we're not explaining ourselves. We're not trying to figure out like what comes next. We already know what comes next, right? So the year, if your year was quiet, then that's a good thing. That means you pretty much handled what you needed to handle. Mine was, it started out quiet. It started out kind of like, where are we going? Because I started my YouTube here Monday and Wednesday. I didn't know where it was going to go, but it was going to be simple. It was going to be gentle. It was going to be about the heart. It was going to be truthful. It was going to be shaped in love. It wasn't going to be me getting on here trying to put on airs and tell y'all that I don't have crap still going on when I do, right? It was built around my entire life, my grief journey, and my creative space, right? So we created videos. Like I feel like we got a movement going here. Like my YouTube channel just grew from a place to paint to like a sanctuary for people that was facing grief and overwhelm and transitioning and reinvention. All of that. I'm happy about that, right? So in the Mondays and Wednesdays, it helped people to really hone in on what their purpose was. It helped turn the pain into purpose. It 2025 has just been great. Hello, Ellen. And I met all you guys. I would not have met you guys. And I've also learned how to really, how can I say this? Like my name is Karen McCoy. I've really learned how to accept the title, the grieving artist or the grief artist. Before it was just like, no, that sounds painful. But the whole year, it has taken a whole spin from how I stood on the truth about my grief and my art. Not because my grief defined me, right? That's what I didn't want it to be. But because I've mastered the art of walking with it without losing my joy. I created, right? I honored my son. I honored like my story. I feel like my whole story has to be honored. I had some speaking engagements this year that I shared over here. Normally I wouldn't share, but I shared. Saul was on one of my speaking engagements that was on online. So I was able to show up and show y'all like real time. Like right now, I'm showing you real time. Like there's a crisis for somebody, but it's not a crisis for me. I just feel like if it's a crisis when someone says it's a crisis. If I don't say it's a crisis for me, then it's not my crisis. Now, does it maybe affect me? Maybe. Will somebody have something to say about it? Absolutely. But this is one thing that my courage has taught me to do. My courage became my oxygen. And in turn, giving me oxygen, and in turn, gave y'all oxygen. It gave you new light, right? We leveled up here in 2025. And I think we're going to go higher in 2026. So this year we built for me over here on the channel. And I say we because you guys have been right along with me. I went from doing 1 hour to now doing 2, 3, 4, 5. I think my longest is almost 7 hours of hanging out. That one's with Amy K, where we were slapping paint on gel plates, having fun, right? I challenged you in 2025. Those are the things that I want to continue and to even elevate in 2026. So as you're going into 2026, I want you to ask yourself a lot of questions. We've asked a lot of questions in 2025, right? So I want you to really show up for yourself because your healing is real. 2025, whatever it is for you or whatever it was for you, that's what I want you to really buckle it down and move into 2026. Because whether you realize it or not, this year you've learned things about yourself. You definitely, because why? You've been hanging out with me. I've learned how to breathe again. You've learned how to breathe again. You learned to give yourself permission to rest. I learned to give myself permission to rest. Ooh, that's yummy, right? So it's fun. You learn to protect your joy. You learn to set boundaries without guilt. We're still learning and we're still walking it out. I think that's going to be a lifetime thing. You learn to say not today to chaos, right? You learn that you do not have to perform in anyone else's party unless you want to. And I learned that my grief didn't disqualify me from my joy, right? Happy that I have met so many YouTube artists. I am too. I think Pantone is more for digital use and printing. Really? I think it might be, but I think it really kind of hones in on it reminds me of my color cube, but I think I have more fun with my color cube than I do with Pantone. I get to drop and throw them up in the air and things. It's not a brand of paints, it's a color guide, but simply, yeah, okay. I have a rule where I don't let anyone bring their issues into my mindset. For the first time in my life, I don't feel bad. Yes, Lindaville, that's what I'm talking about. Like, own it, walk in it, feel good about it. Pantone for all types of industries, from printing to manufacturing. Yeah, but I think it is. It's like with color, like when you think about color. So that makes sense. Thank y'all for the Pantone lesson, because like I said, I ain't know, so I couldn't answer it. I'm happy we had some people in chat that could answer. And hopefully, Michelle, you got a little bit more of a grasp of what it is. But look at this. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Now this is my life. This is time right now here in the studio. It's a little chaos going on right here, just a little bit. But I'm loving it. I'm not mad about it. I am not. If y'all remember, I put some of that color down there before we rolled out with the purple. But then we pulled, see the color we pulled with that we made? So we have all three of the pant, well, kinda. You got more of that beige in there, but that other color, what is it? That aqua frost, or that something frost is in there. So it's almost in there. But it's a guide. Some people need guide. Some people need inspiration. Some days my mind is so full of, oh my God, I didn't do this, or how mad are they because I didn't do this, or how mad are they because I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? That right there kind of helps me get out of that funk by having either the color cubes or the Pantone colors that they've suggested. It's just another thing that hones in the clarity so that I can get the chaos out of the way so I can get that line back to that joy. Because remember, it's all about joy for me, right? It's all about joy for me. I don't care, from the cemetery to the dancing in the streets to the music. It's all about the joy for me. And I can say that because I've sat in the seat and had to make two funeral arrangements for two children. One for like my aunt, who is like a mother to me. And then my uncle, that was a whole different thing. So if you find the joy, you can get through anything. That's what I'm trying to say. If you find your joy, you can get through anything. If you find your joy, you can get through anything. If you find the joy, you can get through anything. Clarity, peace, courage, maybe even meet a new friend. Maybe just a breath you didn't know you needed. But at the end of it all, it's real and it's going to be yours. You know what I'm saying? So you helped shape this channel. This wasn't just a me thing. I just agreed to show up, push the button to go live. You guys that show up every Monday and Wednesday or every time I go live, you helped shape this channel. And this channel didn't grow because of just me alone. It grew because you kept showing up. It grows because you stay. You continue to encourage. You continue to chat. You shape the conversations. Anytime I do a series theme, it's usually centered around something that somebody has asked in the chat or something. You shape the community culture. Love, acceptance, authenticity, and joy seeking. That is why Slapping Paint on Paper YouTube channel exists and continues to grow. You made this place where people could bring their real selves. Nobody judges over here. And if you do, we got people that, can block you and not you can't come in. But most of those people, they're not here now. So it's you. So I want you to give yourself a hand for just being a part of a community that is growing. It's teamwork. I don't do this alone. I don't, right? You made this place where I could talk about my grief, I can talk about my art, all in the same time. And you've accepted me as I am. Even if when I show up and have my little funky attitude, you help me get through it, right? Even when my heart has been heavy, when I talk about my son or my daughter or crazy family members, or talk about situations that just don't serve me. They serve other people, but they're not serving me. You are there. You are that. And for that, I love you guys for that. And I am truly, truly, truly grateful. You encourage me. You've taught me in the stream. So December is all about recapping what we've learned this year. And I want you, when y'all show up in people's lives, I don't want you to take it lightly, right? Because we wouldn't have these channels if y'all didn't show up. And I'm honored that you continue to show up to, one, witness my growth, witness a lot of things that's going on, right? Like the relationships that I've developed over here, they're just, I can say I have not had some, definitely in the art world, that is as open and as honest, as giving as I have with you guys. You know what I mean? So trusting me with your stories, even when I get emails, even when I get, messages over on Instagram, it has really made my heart happy. And especially when I get your live today just made me feel better. Your live gave me permission to just take time for me. I came on here, y'all, just to hang out for me. And now it's turned into a whole thing. So that's why I want you guys to release what no longer serves your heart. I don't care what it is. Don't let people put you into a situation that maybe isn't yours. Don't let people tell you it's your issue, it's your problem. Don't let them do that. This channel is not just work. It's our work. It's our community. It's our healing space. And I'm truly, truly grateful for every moment, every hour that we share here together. I am. And I don't want y'all to think it like, don't think I'm going nowhere because we're going to still show up on Mondays and Wednesdays. But I'm going to have to get off of here because it's been confirmed what I was thinking. And then now I'm not concerned. Now I'm just a little pissed off. And you know what? It just don't make no sense. Hold on. How many times somebody done left a message? Why do you keep calling my phone? You know why they keep calling my phone? I can say what I want to say, but I don't want to. And then they be wondering why my blood pressure up. And then they be wondering why my A1C can't go down because I'm continuously being triggered by stuff that just, if you do some stupid crap and then it don't turn out and then you want me to jump through a hoop. I don't understand. So y'all have a good one. I gotta go check on some things. I will be back on Monday. I will be coming back to you live from the beach. So y'all have a good one. And remember what I said. Don't let everybody decide what your life is going to be all about. And everybody that's coming in, I do apologize. I had planned on staying here hanging out a little bit longer. But I know if I don't get my behind in my car and head up the road, I'm just going to be the worst person in the world. Not that I give a darn either. So, y'all have a great day. And I might be back later on. Maybe. Oh, today is Wednesday. Di is going to be on. So, but y'all, I'll holler at y'all later. Sarah, I'm going to call you in a minute. Bye.